So splitting the deck. Twice now I got the 10 of Pentacles, and now I'm getting the Fool with the Chariot. So, and just before starting this reading, I was thinking this 8-8 portal has a lot to do with you realizing that there always was a portal. You were always the portal, right? The portal was always actually active. You were just not really aware of it, okay? Temperance. So let's see what's happening. So it's the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is talking to me about a lot of energy coming to you at once, and so the 8-8 portal, blah blah blah. You know what? I feel like that 10 of Pentacles also spoke to me, obviously, of a lot of money and abundance, but it spoke to me of like your DNA, like a spiritual abundance, right? A spiritual inheritance. Choose first the kingdom of God and everything else is bestowed upon you kind of vibe, right? So I feel like, and like I'm also seeing the DNA helix, and it kind of looks like an 8, right? It looks like that infinity-ish sign. So I feel like your DNA is about to be fired up. There's like, I'm seeing your DNA literally burning, but it's some kind of holy fire. It's some kind of activating fire. It's some kind of activating experience or ability, okay? Now, this activation I'm also hearing, because the 8 of Wands is about like messages, okay? Ooh, love arrows too. Okay, but let me just get this out of the way first. You're manifesting love, obviously, too, right? But where was I now? So I feel like this activation of the fire of your DNA is some kind of an awakening of the fact that like it's like your DNA was never actually deactivated, like they would say. Because if your DNA was deactivated, like you wouldn't have survived the things you did. You wouldn't have blah blah blah. You wouldn't have blah blah blah. You understand? Let's get the rest of the cards. So we have the 3 of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Tower. And the 9 of Wands, 10 of Cups. There's also a sense of you like fighting yourself, which is something I got because, like, especially if you resonate with my readings, you are already in a consciousness or an understanding and acceptance that your reality 100% is your creation, and no way about it. I don't care who does what. Some way, somehow, you manifested everything, right? If you're not in that empowerment, then maybe that's the kind of empowerment this activation portal blah 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 thing is for you. However, since most of you like obviously are here because you're meant to be, most of us are here because we are meant to be, you need to know, I'm getting something about radiation sickness. That's interesting. Okay, so listen. I feel like this energy that you are currently going through, your DNA is about to be fired up, or your DNA is about to be zapped into remembrance or something, okay? But again, it's like once the zapping happens, it's like it's always happened anyway, or some shit like that, okay? But like you need to know that if you like read the Percy Jackson books, when even like when a demigod drinks ambrosia, it burns them. It like cleanses them, right? It actually creates some kind of it creates some kind of a how would you say uh, if they drink too much, it can actually kill them, okay, because it's so powerful, like it's so pure, so divine, so godly. I feel like that's what's happening here, okay? So I feel like this tower is actually talking about like your body. I feel like this tower is talking about your spiritual. It's almost like the tower is in the center of the Wheel of Fortune. But this tower is talking about your spiritual body in a sense of like, I'm not saying like it's painful or anything like that, but what I am saying is how can I say this? Like it's rough. Okay, like I feel like see, I'm even lying backwards. I'm like, oh my god, like it's especially with this Nine of Wands too. I just feel like it's kind of like your whole experience, or your whole like ethereal body, your physical body, everything is coming into this light coded beingness, okay? And or the transformation from Twilight, like when they transform into vampires, like it's the like when the venom spreads everywhere, it's like this whole hectic like what the fuck thing, okay? And obviously it affects your reality, blah blah blah, okay? But like that's what's happening. Like your DNA is being set ablaze, okay? But like this ablazement is like it's deification, right? It's like I don't want to call it a self-sacrifice per se, but it's kind of like a gifting of self to self, if that makes sense, in a very divine way, okay? I feel like there might be a need, like this 8-8 portal. Listen, I feel like you are manifesting some kind of abundance, but I feel like you're gonna be very, very focused on, like, a Three of Wands with spices. Like, it feels like what you're manifesting is some kind of, what did I just feel? Like the Three of Wands is about like your ships coming in, and it's making me think of like the spice trade. And spice has a lot to do with like magic and manifestation, and like nature magic and shit like that. There's something, so some kind of like very steady kind of like progress, very steady growth, very steady improvement or whatever. But there's something a little bit. What is this energy? Putukoche. What is this? What is... Interesting, because I feel like I just like clearly stated something like a frequency to a frequency, and then the frequency was like, oh, okay. And that's also what this Eight of Wands is, right? Interesting. You know what I feel like this is? There should be no holdback in your expression. There should be no holdback in how your divinity expresses itself. Okay? Especially if it seems like a tower, or especially if it seems like it's bringing a tower to you or your life or something. Because the tower is always a release of trauma, or actually a release of this Nine of Wands, the High Priestess. Yes, but it takes some kind of. Very wise or bucket maniac kind of like energy to recognize this. Okay, so as your okay, so as 10 minutes, 11 minutes, so as your DNA is being set ablaze, as your DNA is being purified for this like divinity, or not being purified. I don't feel like it's being purified. I feel like it's actually being covered or coated or upgraded or blah blah blah. You know, that's coming to the fruition of like, oh, you are the portal, always have been. You were always awake, actually, blah blah blah. You were always a god, blah blah blah, kind of energy, right? I feel like as you're going through that. I feel like as you're going through that, you're gonna be releasing, or again, not releasing, because I feel like you're past releasing something. You're past needing to understand something, or release something, or heal something. As you're going through this DNA deification, you're going to be this. What particular? The energy might sometimes express itself in very radical ways, or ways that you're not expecting, or ways that you're not experienced in, not experienced, but just, I don't know, like not expecting or something, like tower moments. But again, like every tower moment, once it happens, it's like, I don't know, then it's this realization that you are the tower moment ultimately, again, you creating everything, blah, blah, blah. So this experience, this energy that you're currently going through is about to culminate into some kind of, or is currently culminating into some kind of, I don't know, like culmination. Culmination of what? This almost maybe feels like the culmination of a new legacy, because it's kind of like, or a new inheritance or something, because it's kind of like, since you are so much more than you were like 2 years ago, what's the point of trying to manifest what you wanted to manifest 2 years ago? And this is not just about your life. This is not just about like a job and shit like that, but this is about um, walking around in the fairy realm, shit like that, performing miracles. This is about being the portal to everything, to other dimensions, into other dimensions, shit like that, right? This is interesting. It's almost like you were working yourself tired, okay, or you were healing something tiresomely, and it was taking a lot from you because it was actually so small compared to what you're meant to be creating, or what you're meant to be healing, or what you truly are, right? So it's even like your DNA is becoming gigantic, right? Because I just saw DNA like expanding, like the Grinch heart or something. So this is because we saw the Fool as well, right? Yeah, the King of Wands. So this is so I'm already 15 minutes in, but I feel like I should just like vibe with it, right? Because I feel like again there's a lot of energy that needs to be like directed. It's almost like this tower is like a signal catcher into the Wheel of Fortune, and then for something new to be built, a new legacy. We saw the Fool, so there's you're building a new lineage, a new legacy. You've built. Okay, I actually understand. Listen. Okay, now I know what's happening. I feel like Jesus, like I feel like you're going through a lot of things at the same time over and over again. Is what it feels like here. So I feel like it's kind of like you might actually be tired after already building a new legacy, after already creating a new spiritual inheritance. I feel like that's the message here, actually. Like you're actually in the aftermath of everything you had to do, right? Like you're in this new reality already. So or you always have been or whatever. So I feel like is now that this tower is not giving me good vibes. It keeps popping up for some reason. The energy keeps popping up. I'm very tempted to stop this reading and just do a different one because I don't even want to deal with this energy. I'll just alchemize it in silence, like pochikuchuku. No, ain't nobody got time for this shit. Okay. I feel like you've already manifested a brand new spiritual inheritance, and you're in the aftermath of that. Okay, yeah, because this is the card of the after the war. Again, maybe some flashbacks and shit like that, but I feel like this portal is like the portal that's actually sending you into like the Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, the Strength card, and the Ace of Pentacles. Into the Ace of Pentacles. Like, you don't even have to stay in the fire suit anymore. You can just go to the... Yeah, and the Ace of Cups. You can go to any fucking energy you want now since you're the portal, okay? So just decide what portal you want. Here, I'll decide for you. Here's the Two of Cups. Here's the... Where is the other energies? There's Ace of Pentacles for you. No problem. Here's the Ace of Cups. I'm pretty sure I saw it. There it is. No, it's not. There it is. Is that all you want on this 8-8 portal? Because everything else is currently dying, right? So you need to fucking, the sun, you need to kind of like take it now. So this is the portal that we're going into, okay? You want the 10 of Pentacles too? There's the Lovers, the Sun card. What else do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Everything? Sure. I feel like this is the kind of energy that you're actually stepping into. That you're finally in this energy of like, okay, well, I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and you're getting it. But the only reason that's happening is because you manifested or you created a new spiritual inheritance. That's so beautiful. That's like so important for you to know. Okay. Whatever this like spiritual inheritance means to you. And again, like you're in the aftermath of the battle. That's why it sometimes feels like you're still battling. And maybe sometimes, I don't know, maybe sometimes like there is some kind of like PTSD-ish energy, but like what does that matter? Ultimately every tower brings you closer and closer to more power, right? I feel like this was a lot. Thank you so much, guys. That was your reading. Thank you for liking, subscribing, donating, and a lot of energy. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna do this reading if I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna have a cigarette and then. Actually, I feel like I should because I'm already giving it. So, but okay. Bye.